Hello everyone, John here, and I am back with another Kamen Rider Geats video. It's about the Geats press conference, but 2 days after that, there was a bunch of these magazine scans or whatever they are. So I just decided, let me talk about them. Now, there was enough of these for me to be like, okay, this is good enough for a video. So that's why I'm deciding to make this. So quickly after I just made another Geats video. So basically the purpose of this video is to show you the scans, and the scans basically show you, it kind of extends what we know from the Geats press conference, and then we get to see a little bit of the gimmick being utilized here. So that's basically what this is going to be all about. So let's just jump right into it. The first picture here, and these are all coming from the user Ben up here. The user Ben. I'll just link the whole page instead of linking, because there's a lot on here. I'll just link the whole page, and you can follow them, and they post a lot of stuff like this. So they're pretty good news source, I guess. So the first picture we have here is of Kamen Rider Typhoon. I believe it is not Tycoon, Typhoon. So we have just this like little characters page here. So obviously it's only the entry form with the helmet, but you can get a better look at the helmet, and there's no bottom part here, so it's just like this top part, and it looks like a Tanuki, obviously, which it looks pretty nice. It's kind of a cute little helmet. And then you have this picture up here of just, you know, Typhoon sort of crouched. But another interesting thing is this is the ID card or whatever. The ID, I think it's ID card for Typhoon. Nice green, light green. It has like his rider, like I guess like a mascot kind of thing of their helmet. I guess that's kind of like their mascot. So this is like basically what everyone's gonna look like with nothing. Because obviously there's nothing, but this is what Tycoon looks like with nothing. Entry form. And then the next one we have also from Ben, and this is, so we have the pawn in the entry form. You know, you have in a difference, so there's the pawn, which is a panda, and then another one which is a polar bear. They use the same helmet, but the only difference is this little stripe and then the ears. So green stripe, black ears, panda. And then if we go over here, blue stripe, white ears, polar bear. So that's how you can tell the difference. But here's the pawn with the entry form, and then you have the ID card or whatever. So this is what the pawns look like just regularly, and I like it. I really love the pawn, and I guess the polar bear as well. I have the polar bear, which, let me click translate. Yeah, I don't know, it doesn't say the name there. And then we have this other piece that I mentioned in the other video, the arrow, the green arrow thing, the really lime green arrow. So the polar bear is using this, and then you can see down here the ID is different. It's the same icon, but the background is blue, background is black. So that's how you can tell the difference between these two. Kind of interesting that they're already it's not, I guess it's not really a kit bash because it's the same helmet, just that it's just one thing, it's like painted differently basically. So they probably already had this idea in mind. And a panda and a bear, I guess they're similar enough that you could do this, so I'm fine with it. It's kind of like how in Ryuki there was Ryuki, and in the movie they had Ryuga, which was just like the dark Ryuki. So it's like a small, well, Ryuga was like all black, but this one's like a very simple like repaint, and I'm fine with it. That means we get another the pawn looking guy or girl, I don't know, but it looks sick. I'm not gonna complain. These two, I'm gonna be getting their merchandise 100%. So the next one is Nago here, and Nago with the pink hammer that we've seen before. Well, obviously holding it like very cutely, I guess. Very different from how Geats was using it. The important thing here is, as you can see up here and then down here, you have the ID card for her, which I think looks pretty good. The black and gold is really sick. We have that, and then you have the hammer with the pink light, so it looks sick. Next you have the sheep, I believe, or ram, whatever it is. This one has probably my favorite ID card because it's all pink, and then the black. I love it. But interesting thing here, I don't know, remember if we seen this one before, like fully, but this is like a navy shield piece basically. So this is a new one. I think it's a new weapon or whatever. Looks pretty cool. Definitely clashes with the pink, but it looks nice, and it has a nice blue ring of light on there, so that's pretty cool. We have the penguin, not the owl, it is a penguin, with the green bow, which I don't know, the way first of all, this picture is, the penguin man is very dirty. He's covered in mud, which I love to see it. Very early 2000s Toku, to get dirty with the suits, which I love. Number two, Penguin Man looks great with the bow. I really like the bow on Penguin Man. And then number three, the ID card here, and then up here with the green light and the bow. I think, it looks pretty good. This gimmick is really good. I'm really liking it so far. It's showing a lot of promise. Hopefully they stick with it. But I mean, if everyone stays like entry form and then builds up, I think it'll be pretty good. It is kind of like an informational page. Let me just click on this. So the Zion Grand Prix rules. So obviously, I think it's what it says. I could sit here and translate it, but I'm not, honestly. But you know, here's I think this is the box that they give you the driver in. The lady gives you the driver in, and down here in the trailer that we went over in the last video, we saw those weird alien guys that were wearing red, and these seem to be those same type of enemies, but wearing black, so maybe they're lower command. But this, I just want to show this one because of this. So we get some mooks here. They're ugly. I'm not gonna lie, they're very ugly, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna be killed anyway. Next one here is another interesting one. Lord of the Pink Hammer. We're just looking at this here, but we have boost on top for Geats, and then we have the water gun thing at the bottom. So I believe this is the first time we're seeing a weapon used on the bottom rather than the top. So obviously the sort of laser tag thing icon goes on the leg, and then they get the straps there, and then you still get the weapon, but it's just at the bottom. So I just wanted to show this off because we're already seeing different combinations of how we could use things. So I thought this was cool to see. We have Geats' bike, so he has pictures of it, the front, back, and the side, and apparently it is called Machine Boost Striker, or I've heard like Boo Striker, but I guess Boost Striker works as well. The bike looks cool. We'll see how much Geats uses the bike. I don't know. It's very on the bike usage, but I do like the bike. It's a regular bike. It's not pimped out too much, and it does transform into that kitsune, so it might get used a bit or not. I don't know what to say really. Next, this is kind of something we already went over, but I just want to show it again. So obviously Penguin Man, we already know, but this is a closer view of the ID little cards, and then the panda will be here, and then the polar bear. So I just wanted to show this more of a close-up of the ID cards so you can see the difference. I know the differences are pretty small, but I'm sure they won't be on the show at the same time, so it'll be easy to tell. Once again, with the polar bear and the panda, Here we have the polar bear with the green bow again, just showing another difference between them. And then here we have a picture of the pond with Magnum as the top, which looks great. It matches really well actually, and I really like this. Might be my favorite one so far. Going back to this, I don't know if I showed this in the trailer. If I did, I'm sorry, but this is just a full version of the pond with Magnum. Like I said, this is probably my favorite so far of like all the mixing and matching. I think it looks the best. Just a full color scheme of the black and white with some of the red. I like how they changed the eyes to be red, so it all matches. It looks sick. If you're not hyped for the pond, I don't know what to tell you. We have, I don't know what this was from. I guess during the press conference, but I don't remember this. This is Geats using the zombie buckle thing, whatever, on the top half. So quite interesting. He does get the chainsaw, and he does get the claws and the orange and all that fun stuff, but he's still Geats. So once again, just wanted to show off the gimmick here, and this is a good example of it, how they're gonna be switching and stuff like that. So I just wanted to show that off, and I think this gimmick is super good. This might be one of the better gimmicks we've gotten in the last couple years. I won't say Brave Love, whatever, it doesn't mean anything really, but it's, I mean, I did like, I forgot what the 01 things are called, but I did like those. I thought they were really cool. But I think these are kind of a mix between cool and like practical. Like there's a lot of functions, and it seems like you're going to be getting a lot of these throughout the year. So I think this is a really solid gimmick, but you know, we'll just have to see. But for now, I really enjoy it. So lastly, we have a sort of a double spread of some of the Geats riders. Now, interesting is Buffa's not in this, but we do have the polar bear and the panda, and then we have everyone else here. This one, I don't know what this one is. I don't know. It has horns, but it has like dreads. It has like ninja star eyes. I don't know. I have no idea what this is. If you do know, let me know, because I always forget this one. To me, this is the most forgettable one so far. I don't know, but I just wanted to show this off. Everyone, entry forms, you know, basic. It's really cool to see, and you have everyone running up there, which seems like a different shot from the trailer or the press conference or whatever. So that's kind of interesting. So it looks like we're gonna get multiple times where this happens, like some Avengers type stuff. But yeah, that's basically all I wanted to talk about. There was just these scans that came out, and I waited a few days. I held off on it, but I did want to talk about them, and just to show you guys more of the gimmicks, and then also the polar bear. I guess that's pretty important. It's like a whole nother rider. So I just wanted to show you that, and I wanted to show you like them using the different belts and stuff like that. So, or buckles, whatever they're called, and then yeah, you know. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are excited for Geats, because I slowly am building up hype for it, and I'm hoping it's good, but we'll see. So if you guys have enjoyed, make sure to leave a like, and I'll see you guys in the next Geats video, which hopefully will be for a little bit. Hopefully we'll cool down on Geats, but we'll see.